Well, I'm pretty sure that our buyers are gonna walk, and I'm really disappointed.
Saw you walking by today with the sunset in your eyes. I couldn't find the strength to say what was running through my mind. You couldn't help but notice me staring with that awkward smile from the other side of Thompson Street. I felt love for a little while.
Welcome back to our channel, Mullet Party of Four. In today's video, we wanted to highlight where we're at currently with our house as we're getting ready to sell it here in Minnesota before we head out to Montana for the summer and hopefully finish that cabin project. Selling your house has been a wild ride. It's our first time doing it. We have definitely been through the emotional roller coaster up and down. So for those of you who have sold your home, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who have never sold your home, I'm going to tell you right now, it is a crazy, wild adventure. This is our first house. We put a lot of work into this home. We bought it as a foreclosure and basically renovated this entire space. I think it feels personal to us. I know when we put it on the market, it definitely felt like we're putting ourselves out there and whether or not people like what we do and the type of style that we have and the work that we've done. In this video, I'm gonna throw in some pictures to show before and after of everything that we've done with this house. I know that has been a huge thing people have enjoyed seeing with the cabin, and so I would like to put it in this video as well. So enjoy, and here's the journey of selling our house. Appraisal came back really good. We were hoping that we'd be within $5,000 of their offer price, and we were. So they offered $431. It came back at $426. Now, in that time period, that has been a minor upset. As my husband was cleaning out the garage, he found a crack in like the garage foundation. It was like I don't even fully understand it. I'll have to have him explain it. Oh my goodness, that has caused me so much anxiety. I don't know, I asked my husband, I said, do you think selling our next house is going to be this stressful? Or do you think this is just first time, kind of like first time home buyer, first time selling a home? Are we too invested? Anyways, we found this crack. He then had contractors coming out to basically diagnose the problem, tell him what it is. It's nothing serious, but obviously it should be fixed, and now it has to be addressed to the buyer and disclosed, which means they have to go through signing a whole new purchase agreement. And now they have the opportunity to back out and basically walk if they wanted to, because before they were locked in with their earnest money and everything. But now this opens it up, and so yeah, we will just plan on fixing it as the sellers. Anyway, I'm excited for this whole process to just be done, and it's just dragging on. But that's the update for now. I will get my husband on to explain more about it, because every time he tries to explain it to me, I do feel totally clueless and it goes right over my head.
Yeah, we found a problem with the house that I was very sad that I found, but then I had a moral dilemma that if I find it, I felt like I had to disclose it. Basically, there was a concrete block that sits on top of our foundation that supports the front wall of our garage. It's a little 2-foot section, small section of the garage. It had water that must have pooled and froze and thawed and froze and thawed, and it cracked the block on the wall, and cracked it so much that I touched it and it fell out. It had been there for years. I looked at some old pictures from years ago and saw that there was a big hole in the bottom, and we just had never noticed it, and I had garden tools set in that corner of the garage, so I never saw it. So we disclosed it and said we were going to fix it, but the dilemma is now it gives the buyer an opportunity to back out of the contract without losing their earnest money. We have to have them sign an amendment to the disclosures, and if they don't sign it, they say we're out, I think they can just walk away scot-free. So if they've had any buyer's remorse, or you know, they ended up paying $11,000 more than their initial offer because they had an escalator clause, I believe. So they're at towards the top. The escalator clause was to beat the highest offer by $1,000 up to $15,000 over their offer. So they're at $11,000 over their offer because the next highest offer, because the actual highest was $10,000 over what their offer was. So they ended up going $11,000 over their offer. But now if they have any sort of buyer's remorse over that, or they're feeling like, oh, we could have just spent $30,000 more and gotten a bigger house, or whatever they might be thinking now. Heard anything from our realtor?
Personally, what I'm freaked out about. I'm
Sure.
like, what if they end up finding a house
it would
in
be
this period?
so it would be very
I don't want that one now.
and that's very possible too. There's not many homes on the market. We were priced very competitively initially, super aggressive competitively, but now that they're $20,000 over our initial pricing, there might be a little more like, oh, now they could have some buyer's remorse 2 weeks later, after all the stuff is done and all the emotion is settled down, they could decide to walk. And I don't know, in hindsight, maybe I should have just fixed it back to its pristine state and then pretended nothing happened. I don't know. You tell me what the right thing to do would have been there. But I found it. I told my realtor. He has an obligation to disclose it to the buying realtor. We said we would fix the problem.
This was our problem spot. Oh, the joys of homeownership. Well, after a stressful day of disclosing the issues we found to the buyers and figuring out whether or not they're still going to be interested and stay with us or walk, we decided to take all that nervous energy and go swimming.
On the other side of Thompson Street, I felt love for a little while, 'cause you looked beautiful in the sunset glow, in that sunset glow.
Well, I'm pretty sure that our buyers are gonna walk, and I'm really disappointed. It was fun while it lasted, but the excitement, I guess this is all just part of the process. I definitely go based on what I feel like my husband is feeling, and he is definitely feeling pretty strongly that they might walk. It still could go either way, but I'm feeling the heaviness. I don't like it. So we're praying that they don't walk, but at this point it's like they have the opportunity to walk, and it's like if you have cold feet about buying a house, you all of a sudden get that second chance, that opportunity to walk, and you get to keep your earnest money. It's like, well. And then we got a message from our realtor that the buyers wanted to see the crack, and so Winston took a picture and he's like, boy, feel like this is a bad sign. So anyway, I guess it makes sense in one sense, but that's the update right now. Guess we'll just see what happens next.
While another one closes. That's how it always goes. One heart's breaking while another one is mending. It's all in the ebb and flow. If I had to, I could go it alone, but I don't ever need to, because I have a home, somewhere to run to. I could live alone in the woods, not a single sound, but I would never feel alone, because you've become my home. These windows could shatter to the ground, these walls could fall right down, the lights could all burn out, because this house is not my home. Crumble into dust, I don't need that much, I don't need to roam, because you've become my home. One step forward follows one step backwards. That's what it takes to grow. One life left is another that's just starting, and that's just the way it goes. If I had to, I could go alone, but I don't ever need to, because I have a home, someone to run to. I could live alone in the woods, not a single sound, but I would never feel alone, because you've become my home. These windows could shatter to the ground, these walls could fall right down, the lights could all burn out, because this house is not my home. Crumble into dust, I don't need that much, and I don't need to roam, because you've become my home. Because you've become my home. You've become my home.
Thank you for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed the before and after photos of our home. We've definitely put a lot into this home over the last 12 years. We made the house a home, and it's a little bittersweet selling it, but we're excited to pour our ideas into the next house. Selling this house has definitely been a journey in and of itself. Lots of ups and downs, lots of stressors along the way. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Continue to follow along on this journey and see if our buyer stays or leaves.